A man was about to withdraw money from an ATM when he suddenly noticed a woman in an unusual state up ahead. Upon spotting the wounds on her face and the back of her hands, as well as the black van parked on the side of the road, he immediately realized something was wrong. Jack approached the woman, offering his help and inquiring if she had been carjacked. The woman told Jack that the carjackers had taken her son hostage at gunpoint. Jack reassured her not to worry and turned to leave. Inside the van, the carjackers were verbally threatening the woman's son, unaware of the impending danger. In less than 5 seconds, Jack had knocked out the carjackers. He then handed the magazine to the woman, instructing her on how to report the incident to the police. After explaining everything, Jack returned to the ATM to continue his withdrawal. However, when Jack saw the contents of the withdrawal receipt, he froze in his tracks. His comrade, Negri, had left a message on the receipt using a special code. Upon seeing this, Jack immediately rushed into a nearby secondhand clothing store and borrowed the clerk's phone to contact Negri. Negri quickly shared a shocking piece of news with Jack. Their fellow soldier, John, had been brutally murdered. Jack's eyes widened upon hearing this. Jack immediately flew to New York and met with Negri at a coffee shop. Negri told him about John's situation. A week ago, John had disappeared after leaving home. 2 days later, the police found his tortured body in the Kaziranga Mountains, covered in wounds and seemingly thrown from a helicopter to his gruesome death. The day before John's disappearance, he had messaged Negri, seeking information about a case she was investigating. However, Negri was too busy with work to respond promptly. By the time she tried to contact John again, he had already become a cold corpse. Jack realized that if John had called Negri before his death, he had likely also contacted other members of their special investigation team. However, when Negri called their other comrades countless times, no one answered. Jack believed this was no mere coincidence. Thus, Jack decided to investigate this murder case himself. The two immediately left the restaurant. However, as soon as they departed, a man with a knife scar who had been hiding in the shadows made a phone call. Jack and Negri quickly arrived at John's studio. Upon opening the door, they found the place in complete disarray, clearly indicating that the killer had been searching for something. However, they couldn't find any useful clues. At that moment, Negri glanced at the distant post office and suddenly remembered something.